Hi, I'm Fraser Douglas, and I've been an avid tent camper now for almost 55 years. In this video, I want to show you some of our favorite camping destinations in the 4 states that encircle Lake Michigan. Most of these photos were taken in the last 8 years, and many of them show our campsites, but a few show other campsites in the campground or nearby attractions. I hope you enjoy this little slideshow presentation. In 1970, at the age of 24, I moved to Wisconsin and lived there for 9 years. During these 9 years, I became very familiar with campgrounds in the southern half of the state. Here are a few that I especially like. In 1979, I moved back to Alabama, but for the next 40 years, I continued to spend my summer vacations in Wisconsin, and I visited more campgrounds in the southern and the northeastern part of the state. My favorite destination was Door County, and I spent my summer vacation there for 19 years. Most of my summer vacations were 1 to 2 weeks long, but in the late 1990s, I worked as a campground host at Brigham County Park near Madison, Wisconsin, for 4 years. And for each of these 4 years, I spent about 2 months in the park. In 2012, Ava and I spent a week camping in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, and this week is one of the most memorable weeks in my camping life. Bay Furnace Campground was probably my favorite because it was so close to Pictured Rocks, but they had a lot of flies that week. We also enjoyed Taqwa Falls and Straits State Park, which was very close to Makatawa Island. That same year, we spent another week camping and exploring in the lower peninsula of Michigan, mainly along the western Lake Michigan Gold Coast, and loved it. So for the next 6 years, we came back to Michigan and spent a week camping around the state. Ludington State Park was our favorite camping destination in Michigan's Lower Peninsula, but it's extremely difficult to get campsites in this park because they are reserved so far in advance. The Lake Makatawa Campground in Holland State Park is another one of our favorites, and we have camped there 3 times. And we really enjoy camping in the Traverse City area. This campground is right in the city, but it's very loud, with noise from the airport, from trains, from car traffic, and from weekend partiers. Interlochen State Park and Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore have much quieter campgrounds, but they're about 25 miles away from Traverse City. When I moved to Wisconsin in 1970, I began traveling back to Alabama to see our relatives every summer and camped in either Illinois or Indiana, both going down to Alabama and coming back to Wisconsin. I moved back to Alabama in 1979, but for the next 39 years, I drove back to Wisconsin every summer to see my friends, and again camped in either Illinois or Indiana, both going and coming back home. My favorite place to camp in Illinois is anywhere on Wren Lake. It's a Corps of Engineers lake that has about 5 different campgrounds. Personally, I prefer the Corps of Engineers campgrounds because the campsites are large, spacious, and economically priced. Another great place to camp in Illinois is Sand Crest Lake State Park. It has large, spacious campsites and is located close to many Abraham Lincoln sites in Springfield. Mississippi Palisades State Park, located in the extreme northwestern corner of the state, offers large, beautiful, spacious campsites and beautiful scenic views of the Mississippi River. In the southern tip of the state, I enjoy going to Fort Massac and Cave in Rock State Parks because of their roles in early American history. I first camped in Indiana in 1970 on my first trip up to Wisconsin, and I have camped in Indiana once or twice every summer for the next 48 years. Turkey Run State Park was the first place I camped back in 1970 in Indiana, and I have camped there about 5 more times during the last 48 years. Here are some other places we have camped in Indiana. Lincoln State Park is our favorite camping destination in southern Indiana because it has nice campsites, lots of things to do inside the park, and because it's located very close to Abraham Lincoln's boyhood home and to Holiday World Amusement Park and Water Park. Spring Mills State Park, also located in southern Indiana, is another great camping destination, especially because of its old historic buildings. Prophetstown State Park is our favorite camping destination in northern Indiana because it has a wonderful family-centered campground and because it's located near Purdue University and Tippecanoe Historic Site. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed this little slideshow of our favorite camping destinations in the 4 states that encircle Lake Michigan, and I hope that's given you some ideas about places that you may want to visit if you're ever in this area. Thanks for watching. For more information about great camping destinations in these 4 states, please read my book, The Family Camping Guide to Wisconsin, Michigan, Illinois, and Indiana. The book is out of print, but you can sometimes find copies on Amazon or you can order them directly from me. You can also find links to my favorite campgrounds on my website, moderntentcamping.com. A link is provided in the discussion below.
Take more trips, travel further, visit more attractions, and spend less money. Go tent camping.